How to cope when an injustice keeps you awake at night. Practical strategies with real-life examples. Experiencing an unfair or unjust situation can leave you feeling restless, angry, and unable to sleep. Whether it's being wronged at work, a misunderstanding with a friend, or a personal betrayal, these events can replay in your mind and make it hard to find peace at night. It's important to learn how to manage these emotions effectively, so that you can get back to a healthy mindset and sleep well. Here are practical strategies, supported by real-life examples, to help you cope with those moments when an injustice keeps you awake at night. 1. Acknowledge your emotions and give yourself permission to feel. When an unjust situation occurs, it's natural to feel angry, upset, or even betrayed. The first step is to acknowledge those feelings, rather than suppressing them. Ignoring your emotions can often lead to deeper frustration and anxiety, making it even harder to rest. Example: Emily was working at a company for over 10 years. When a younger colleague was promoted to a senior position that she felt she was more qualified for, she felt deeply wronged and spent nights replaying the situation in her head, wondering what she had done wrong. How Emily handled it. Instead of bottling up her feelings, Emily allowed herself to feel the frustration fully. She journaled about the situation, writing down everything she was feeling without holding back. This act of expressing her emotions helped her validate her experience and start processing her anger in a healthier way. Why this works. Acknowledging your emotions allows you to process them, rather than letting them simmer beneath the surface. By giving yourself permission to feel upset, you start to release the tension, which can help you calm down before bed. 2. Reframe the situation. Focus on what you can control. When you're stuck on an unjust situation, it's easy to feel helpless. Reframing the event can help you shift from feeling powerless to regaining a sense of control over your response. While you can't change the injustice, you can control how you react to it. Example: John was falsely accused by a coworker of making a mistake at work, and his boss reprimanded him without hearing his side of the story. He felt humiliated and spent sleepless nights thinking about how unfair it was. How John handled it. After a few sleepless nights, John decided to shift his focus from what was beyond his control, his boss's reaction, to what he could control. He calmly requested a meeting with his boss, presented the facts, and clarified the situation. He also focused on improving communication at work, to prevent future misunderstandings. Why this works. Reframing the situation helps you stop focusing on the injustice itself, and start thinking about how to take action or at least change your perspective. It empowers you to focus on solutions rather than the problem, which can ease your mind and help you sleep better. 3. Engage in relaxation techniques. Calm your mind and body. When you're overwhelmed with feelings of injustice, your body may go into stress mode, making it hard to relax. Engaging in relaxation techniques can help you calm down, both physically and mentally, allowing you to sleep better despite the situation. Example: Lisa had a close friend spread false rumors about her to mutual friends. She was devastated and felt angry every night, which made it impossible for her to sleep. How Lisa handled it. Lisa started practicing deep breathing exercises before bed. She focused on slow, rhythmic breathing to calm her nervous system. She also listened to guided meditations, designed to release anger and tension. These relaxation techniques helped her detach from the emotional turmoil and get the rest she needed. Why this works. Relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or even a warm bath can help reduce the physical symptoms of stress, making it easier to fall asleep. When your body is calm, your mind is more likely to follow. 4. Set boundaries with your thoughts. Don't let the injustice dominate your mind. It's common for unjust situations to occupy your thoughts endlessly, but setting mental boundaries can prevent these thoughts from taking over your life. Deciding when and how long you'll dwell on the issue can help you regain control over your mental space. Example: Mark had an argument with his sibling over inheritance issues, and the situation left him feeling bitter. He found himself obsessing over the argument, especially at night, which caused him to lose sleep. How Mark handled it. Mark decided to give himself a specific amount of time each day to think about the issue. 15 minutes in the afternoon. Outside of that window, he would redirect his thoughts to something more productive or calming, such as focusing on hobbies, spending time with family, or reading. Why this works. Setting mental boundaries helps you stop ruminating on the injustice. By limiting the time you allow yourself to think about the issue, you reduce its emotional impact and give your mind space to rest. 5. Let go of what you can't control. Acceptance for peace of mind. At some point, it's important to accept that some situations are out of your control. While this may feel frustrating, acceptance is key to finding peace. Letting go of the desire to fix everything can help. You stop obsessing over what's unjust and start focusing on what's within your power. Example: Sarah was unfairly passed over for a project at work that she had been working hard on. Her colleague, who had contributed very little, was chosen instead. Sarah felt angry and resentful every time she thought about it, keeping her up at night. How Sarah handled it. After days of feeling upset, Sarah realized that she couldn't change her manager's decision. She decided to accept the situation and focus on the next steps. She sought feedback from her manager to understand how she could improve, and then redirected her energy toward new projects. With this shift in focus, she found herself less angry and able to sleep again. Why this works. Acceptance doesn't mean agreeing with the injustice. It means recognizing that fighting against what's out of your control won't bring peace. Letting go allows you to move forward, without the emotional baggage of anger or resentment. 6. Use the experience as a learning opportunity. In many cases, unfair situations can teach us valuable lessons about people, relationships, or even our own emotions. By viewing the experience as a learning opportunity, you shift from a place of victimhood to growth. This perspective can help you move on from the event with a sense of purpose rather than frustration. Example: David was unfairly criticized by his supervisor during a meeting, and it deeply affected him. He couldn't stop thinking about it, replaying the moment in his head every night. How David handled it. David took some time to reflect on the situation and asked himself what he could learn from it. He realized that he needed to communicate better with his supervisor and clarify expectations to avoid future misunderstandings. By using the experience to improve his communication skills, David transformed a negative situation into a positive learning experience. Why this works. Learning from unjust situations empowers you to take something valuable from the experience It shifts your mindset from being stuck in the past to growing and improving, which can bring a sense of peace and closure. Conclusion: finding peace after an unfair situation. When faced with an injustice that keeps you awake at night, it's important to remember that you can control your response, whether it's by acknowledging your emotions, reframing the situation, or practicing relaxation techniques. These strategies can help you cope with the emotional impact and reclaim your peace. Letting go of what you can't control, and learning from the experience can transform even the most frustrating situations into opportunities for growth. By doing so, you can protect your mental well-being and get the restful sleep you deserve.